Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dr. Nagas Maulana from Class 4A. I'm here to interpret the video for my listening assignment. Please enjoy.
From Kibbutz Be'eri near the border with Gaza on October 7. Eli Sharabi was taken hostage from Kibbutz Be'eri near the border with Gaza on October 7, 2023.
Eli Sharabi diculik dari Kibbutz Be'eri yang berada dekat perbatasan Gaza pada 7 Oktober 2023.
His brother, also taken hostage, was killed in captivity.
Saudaranya juga ikut diculik namun tewas saat ditahan.
Until he was released a month ago, Sharabi didn't know that his wife and 2 daughters were killed in their home by members of Hamas.
Sampai akhirnya dibebaskan sebulan yang lalu, Sharabi tidak tahu bahwa istri dan 2 putrinya dibunuh di rumah mereka oleh anggota Hamas.
Sharabi described being tortured in a recent interview on Israeli TV.
Eli Sharabi menggambarkan penderitaan dan penyiksaannya wawancara ini.
I remember not being able to fall asleep because of the pain.
Saya ingat tidak bisa tidur karena rasa sakitnya.
The ropes are already digging into your flesh, and every movement makes you want to scream.
Tali-talinya benar menekan ke kulit dan setiap gerakan bikin ingin aku teriak.
And there are moments you just pass out. You pass out, lose consciousness. You wake up after 2 or 3 hours and the pain continues.
Ada saat dimana saya cuman pingsan hilang kesadaran lalu bangun 2 atau 3 jam kemudian, lalu sakit itu masih berlanjut.
Sharabi was held captive for almost 500 days, mostly in underground tunnels.
Sharabi ditahan 500 hari, sebagian besar waktunya dihabiskan di dalam terowongan bawah tanah.
He survived on a few hundred calories a day, losing 40% of his body weight.
Dia hanya makan beberapa ratus kalori per hari dan berat badannya turun 4%.
The emaciated condition of Sharabi and of the other 2 hostages released with him have shocked and angered Israelis.
Kondisi tubuh Sharabi yang kurus kering serta 2 sandal lain yang ditahan bersamanya membuat masyarakat Israel marah dan terguncang.
You don't care about the beatings you get, and they beat you. They break my ribs. I don't care.
Kamu gak peduli lagi soal dipukul. Mereka pukul saya, usuk saya sampai patah. Tapi sikap dulu.
The hunger. Give me another half a pita.
Lapar? Kali saya setengah roti pita lagi.
Hamas is holding the remains of 35 hostages who were killed in captivity, and
Hamas saat ini masih menyimpan jenazah 35 sandera yang tewas dari tahanan.
another 24 believed to still be alive.
Dan diyakini ada 24 orang lagi yang masih hidup.
Their families say time is running out to save them.
Keluarga mereka bilang waktu makin habis untuk menyelamatkan mereka.
Recently, released hostages reported that Alon has been confined in a small, dark tunnel, 40 meters underground, for over 500 days.
Sandera yang baru dibebaskan juga melaporkan kondisi Alon yang dikurung di terowongan gelap sedalam 40 meter di bawah tanah lebih dari 500 hari.
He's constantly chained at his ankles, subject to beatings and starvation, and has lost significant weight.
Kakinya terus dirantai, sering dipukuli, dibiarkan kelaparan dan berat badannya turun drastis.
He has shrapnels in one eye, leaving him blind.
Ada serpihan logam di salah satu matanya membuatnya buta.
And there is a severe concern that he will lose his sight in the other eye as well.
Dan dikhawatirkan penglihatannya di mata satunya juga akan hilang.
After U.S. President Donald Trump saw the TV interview with Sharabi, he invited a group of
Setelah Presiden Amerika Serikat Donald Trump menonton wawancara TV dengan Sharabi,
released hostages to the White House and issued a sharp ultimatum to Hamas.
dia mengundang beberapa mantan sandera ke Gedung Putih dan mengeluarkan ultimatum tegas kepada Hamas.
Some former hostages, like Keith Siegel, a dual U.S.-Israeli citizen,
Beberapa mantan sandera seperti Kate Siegel, warga negara ganda as Israel.
Believe that President Trump is the best hope for freedom for the remaining hostages.
Percaya bahwa Presiden Trump adalah harapan terbaik bagi kebebasan para sandera yang masih ditahan.
Soon after his release, Siegel visited his destroyed home in Kibbutz Kfar Aza
Tak lama setelah dibebaskan, Siegel mengunjungi rumahnya yang hancur di Kibbutz Kfar Aza
and recorded a video thanking President Trump.
dan merekam video untuk mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Presiden Trump.
I wanted to say to you once again how urgent it is
Saya ingin mengucapkan kembali betapa penting dan mendesaknya
to get all of the hostages out of Gaza and back home.
membebaskan semua sandera dari Gaza dan mengembalikan mereka ke keluarganya.
Their families, you have done so much so far, and we all urge you to continue your efforts.
Anda sudah banyak membantu sejauh ini dan kami semua mendorong Anda untuk terus berupaya
and use your ability to allow more progress in the hostage exchange deals.
dan menggunakan pengaruh Anda agar pertukaran sandera bisa terus berjalan.
Trump's Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff is in Qatar trying
Utusan Timur Tengah Presiden Trump, Steve Witkoff, sedang berada di Qatar
to arrange a continuation of the current ceasefire between Israel and Hamas,
untuk mencoba memperpanjang genjatan senjata antara Israel dan Hamas
while talks continue toward a more permanent deal and more hostage releases.
Mari melanjutkan pembicaraan menuju kesepakatan permanen dan pembebasan sandera-sandera.
Linda Gradstein, VOA News, Jerusalem.
Linda Gradstein, berita VOA, Yerusalem.
Kenapa sih harus ikut program wakaf Quran untuk santri? Ini adalah Al-Quran khusus hafalan hasil wakaf.
Selamat pagi, Anda menyaksikan Headline News pukul 2 waktu Indonesia bagian Barat bersama saya, Febrian Ahmad.
Good morning, you're watching Headline News at 2 p.m. Western Indonesia Time with me, Febrian Ahmad.
Ratusan mahasiswa yang tergabung dalam Aliansi Mahasiswa Maluku Utara menggelar demonstrasi bertema Indonesia Gelap di depan kantor wali kota.
Hundreds of university students from the North Maluku Student Alliance staged a demonstration under the theme Indonesian in Darkness in front of the mayor's office.
Masa bersih tegang hingga saling dorong dengan petugas Satuan Polisi Pamong Praja dan aparat kepolisian yang menghalau pergerakan mahasiswa untuk memasuki halaman kantor wali kota.
The protest turned tense, leading to physical pushing between students and security personnel from Civil Service Police Unit and the National Police, who were trying to block the students from entering mayoral grounds.
Tindakan yang dilakukan petugas ini tidak hanya mengenai mahasiswa, melainkan
The authorities' action did not only target the students,
juga beberapa jurnalis media online yang meliput aksi turut menjadi korban.
several online media journalists covering the demonstration were also caught in the clash and became victims of the incident.
Tindakan itu kemudian memicu amarah dari seluruh jurnalis lainnya hingga terjadi aksi saling serang antara jurnalis dan petugas Satpol PP.
This triggered anger among fellow journalists, escalating into a physical confrontation between journalists and Satpol PP officer.
Korban pemukulan mengalami luka robek pada bagian pelipis di mata kanannya. Atas tindakan yang dilakukan oknum petugas Satpol PP itu,
One journalist suffered a torn wound near the right temple as a result of being struck by a Satpol PP officer.
korban kemudian melakukan pembuatan laporan di polisi di Polres Ternate.
The victim has since filed an official police report with the Ternate Police Department.
Sementara organisasi pers di Ternate pun meminta Kepala Satuan Polisi Pamong Praja Kota Ternate bertanggung jawab atas tindakan yang dilakukan anggotanya.
In response, local journalist organization in Ternate have called on the head of the city's Civil Service Police Unit to take full responsibility for the misconduct of its officers.
tema mereka di Indonesia Gelap.
Another demonstration was Team Indonesia in Darkness.
Ya, tapi dengan sendirinya kita berusaha persuasif terhadap mereka, kita menghibur mereka, kita menggalang mereka untuk bisa sama-sama berorasi secara damai.
We approached them with persuasion, we urged them and attempted to rally them toward peaceful protests.
Seperti tadi yang sudah yang terjadi tadi, ya, kami dari Polres Ternate sudah menerima laporan dari teman-teman semua, ya, korban yang kami akan proses, ya, kami akan penyelidikan dahulu, kemudian kalau memang sampai dengan
Said an official. As for the earlier incident, we at the Ternate Police have received a formal complaint from the victim and fellow journalist.
ketemunya ada bahwa tersangka siapa akan diselidiki lagi dan kami akan tetapkan tersangka.
We will begin with a thorough investigation. If we find clear evidence pointing to a suspect, we will proceed with further legal action.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download Metro TV Extend sekarang.
Explore a new way of getting your news. Download the Metro TV Extreme app today. So, that's all for me interpreting the video. Thank you for watching and listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.